Welcome to this QuickBooks Online tutorial for beginners 2019. My name is Matt Hultquist with the Hultquist firm in Greenville, South Carolina. In this video, I want to walk through how to record split transactions in QuickBooks Online. Okay, so split transactions cause some confusion for people. And basically what this means is that you are splitting a transaction in QuickBooks between different accounts, whether this is a bill you are entering, an expense, a deposit, it can be anything. And splitting it simply means you are putting it to multiple accounts. And I'm going to walk through some examples here. Okay, so first of all, let's take an example that we are entering a bill. Okay, so we go up to the Quick Create menu here. I go to Bill. And we are going to first choose our vendor here. So let's say that this is Computers by Jenny. All right. So it's going to bring up the mailing address. We're going to put in the terms. Let's say this is net 15. You're going to put in the bill number. Okay. Now down here, this basically means this is a split transaction. Okay. So we need to choose the categories, which are really just the accounts. Okay. And you've got multiple lines here. And if you need to add lines, you can add lines. Okay. So in general, if this bill was just for one certain type of thing. So let's say that this was, we'll say dues and subscriptions, okay? And you put in your description and the amount of the bill is $25, okay? So if the bill is just $25 and it's just for dues and subscriptions, you just put in this one line, okay? But let's say the bill is $75, okay? And we need to put it to multiple different categories, different accounts. So $25 is dues and subscriptions. Now we say that the rest of it is commissions and fees, and that's going to be $50, okay? So you'll see here it adds up the total amount of the bill of $75, and we have it split between two different accounts. Okay, so that's exactly what it means, is to split this transaction between multiple accounts. All right, so this is a bill as an example. So let me save and close this. Now let's say that this is a debit card transaction and not a bill that you're entering in QuickBooks. Okay, so we want to go over to this expenses option here. We'll say expenses. When I click on here, this is a place that you can just enter transactions directly into QuickBooks as an expense, okay? And you'll see you can enter bills, you can credit cards, etc., okay? But we want to just simply, let's say that we used our debit card and we went to an office supply store, okay? So new transaction, we can go to expense. All right, so we pick up here, who was the vendor, okay? So let's say that, you know, we'll look at Hicks Hardware, all right? And the payment account was the checking account. Payment date, 3/9, okay? Payment method, we could just say we paid with cash. Okay, for debit card transactions, I like to put in EFT or debit, all right? But we'll leave it at cash for this, okay? There's really no reference number on this debit card transaction. You'll see that it automatically filled in this category because it memorizes the previous transaction. Okay, so for this example, I'm going to delete this. Now, so category, this is just like when we entered a bill. You're going to split this between what categories this expense is supposed to go into. So again, if we say that, you know, office expenses, we'll say were $35, okay? But the rest of it was, let's say, promotional, okay? I'm not really sure, you know, some type of advertising or something. We'll say that this was $55. All right, so you'll see it adds up the total amount of the expense, $90. So if we went to Hicks Hardware, used our debit card for $90, and we have to split the transaction between the two, this is how you're going to do it, okay? Now, again, you can do this with a check, you can do this with a bill, you can do it with multiple transactions within QuickBooks, and this is simply what it means. You're just splitting the transaction between two different accounts or multiple accounts. It could be 3, it could be 4, as many accounts as you need to split the transaction, okay? Any questions, comments? Feel free to leave a comment below. Happy to answer those questions. And also with at the Hultquist firm, we have 10 Intuit Online Pro advisors. We help clients with anything from initial setup of QuickBooks to training to handling monthly accounting transactions to help them get accurate financial information to make those critical business decisions. So give us a call today. We're happy to work with you.